Hey everyone, this is Patrick here, and I'm sorry I didn't do a Total Drama vlog video last week because I was so busy working on my new installment of Versus, where I looked over Spyro 2 and 3 and decide which video game is the best Spyro sequel. And if you haven't seen it, and if you're a Spyro fan, feel free to check it out if you like. And I also want to give out a mini update that Halloween is coming, and I'm bringing back Cyber Wonderland After Dark. If you don't know what it is, it's a theme where I post videos related to Halloween, like my top 10 Total Drama villains, my Over the Garden Wall, and Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, which latter I will re-upload later. And I wanted to bring that out to give you guys a heads up that I am working on a big Halloween project, like a top list. I'm not going to reveal what it is, but it's going to be as big as my Versus video, Spyro 2 versus Spyro 3. To get into the Halloween spirit. Now I got that out of the way, I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the other Total DramaRama episodes, 7 through 10, to make up for my lost time from last week. I'll try to keep them short, and maybe put in a timestamp in the description box below if you want to know which Total Drama episode that I'm talking about. So, episode 7 is called Cuttin Corners. And now, of all the Total DramaRama episodes that are closely on par with Duck Duck Juice, it has to be Cuttin Corners. Because the last episodes, they were really bad. They ended up giving me 2 lie reveal stories, a ninja chicken taking down a daytime werewolf, and a boring children's version of War of the Worlds. So, at least with this episode, I didn't know where it was going, even though there were some things I was fully aware of what was going to happen. Izzy brings in a chocolate cupcake to the daycare for her unbirthday. Hey, it's Total DramaRama. I had to work with something here. And Duncan, Lashana, and Bev want a piece of the corner piece cake because the corner pieces have 10 times the frosting and chocolate in them. And who can blame them? That cake actually looks pretty delicious. Dang it, Izzy, now you make me hungry for cake. So they try to win over the corner pieces by making Izzy her friend, but Izzy is Izzy, and she does some crazy cartoon hijinks that you can think of. And they're actually pretty entertaining, honestly. There's a scene where she scares the kids wearing clown outfits. There's a scene where she plays dodgeball with a bazooka cannon. And then they play tetherball. And what's actually clever is that they bring back the bazooka cannon, and she uses the tetherball to knock them out. And that's pretty great. That's a good joke. The only thing that needs some improving is with the sugar rush incident. Like, the reason she had locked out that chocolate cake was because there was another incident when they ate too much cake and they go on this crazy sugar rush. But when they go on the sugar rush at the end of the episode, he acts like it's worse than before, but it feels like it's a downgrade version of the previous incident. Like, we didn't see Duncan, Bev, and Lashana go on a sugar rush because they were disappointed they didn't get their corner pieces. So it was pretty good. I kind of liked it a bit. Episode 8, Sharing is Caring. It's show and tell, and Courtney brings in this dinosaur toy, which you might call it a Pokey Yugi Digi monster. And apparently it's one of the most awesome toys a kid could ever ask for. And the Total Drama Kids wants to play with Courtney's toy, but Courtney doesn't want them to open the box because she's actually planning to make it into a collector's item and earn money out of it. And honestly, that's not a bad idea. I'll even give the episode an extra point on the slideshow showing Courtney in her teenage years. This episode is mostly okay, but I don't know. I didn't find the ending that funny, to be honest. At first I think it's boring, but then, oh my, it's hardcore. And then it goes back to his old self. Yeah, I don't know. I actually expect that to happen. But I will admit, it is an episode on what you expect Courtney would do with her toy. Episode 9, Ain't We All Just Get Along? And this episode is just meh. The kids go outside and discover an ant hill, and there's a colony of ants. But Lashana hates ants, and she wants to squish them so she can get rid of them all. But Owen and Bev doesn't want the ants to get hurt, so they try to save them from Lashana and Courtney. There are some crazy things that happen in the episode, like a crazy car chase, where they actually go outside the daycare, finally. We haven't seen that happen since Duck Duck Juice. Where were you this whole time? We see them driving around the city, and even a circus, and that's was a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, it was at least 5 seconds long, but it was so much fun, I wish we could go back to that. Now, all the Total DramaRama episodes that I watched so far, this episode seemed to be the closest to satirizing a reality show, and that is the Supreme Court scene. But there's actually nothing much to that Supreme Court thing they did. I mean, this is what you expect Courtney would do when she is a lawyer for Lashana. But I was actually expecting her to speak any more advanced term, like something like a lawyer would do. I also find the scene where Chef tries to have some fun time all to himself, where he has this tea party and puppets, and I was like, what are you doing, man? This is just pathetic. So yeah, there were some good things in this episode, and there were some bad things with this episode. Probably not an episode I wouldn't watch again. Episode 10, Germ Factory. And out of all the episodes that I watched so far, this has got to be the most disgusting episode, even by the show standards, and I don't mean that in a good way. Lashana is sick at home today. This gives Duncan and the other kids an opportunity to get sick on purpose so they can have a sick day away from the daycare. But Courtney doesn't want to get sick just so she can have her perfect attendance. And I can see what they're trying to do because there were some disgusting moments in the original Total Drama, like the brunch of disgustingness and I Triple Dog Dare You. We didn't mind how disgusting it is. It was a lot of fun, and it fit the satire of Survivor and Fear Factor. But by making Total DramaRama and have the characters go all out by making them lick every corner of the daycare, I say no. That's just no. Even the payoff when the characters finally get sick, it actually feels pretty sad to see them get sick. You know, where we have them vomiting and having explosive diarrheas. It's actually sad, honestly. I actually feel bad for them. It's not even funny. Even though we've seen the payoff for at least 2 minutes, you know, according to the show, it felt like hours of them vomiting and going to the bathroom. And they pretty much vomit every place you can think of whenever a trash can or a toilet is no longer available. I mean, we don't actually see the actual bar, we just see the characters throwing up. There's actually 2 jokes that I really like. One is with Chef trying to take a picture of himself for a cover for the calendar. And he tried to show off every single shot he can think of, and yeah, he's gotten carried away with that. And there's actually a funny scene where Courtney actually witnessed him trying to take a picture of himself, and it's pretty funny. And there's actually a good funny joke at the end of the episode after the characters get sick. After Lashana returned to the daycare from her sick day, she's actually the only kid left in the daycare along with Chef. But then Courtney comes in, she's still sick, she wants to get inside the daycare to get her perfect attendance. And it's actually funny because she came all the way from her house to the daycare to get her perfect attendance. We actually got a sick joke that actually works here. So that's my thoughts on episodes 7 through 10. They're a bit better than the last episodes that I looked over, but it doesn't make up for everything. Yeah, and that includes the cancellation of Total Drama Season 6. But I'm not done with Total DramaRama just yet because I have 42 episodes to go and they better be better.